Yeah, I mean, I think the question for us will be soon, what we want to go into after some of this defense stuff. I'm not sure if we want to do a second defensive escape off the first, or maybe we go to sweeps.
I think go to sweeps. Let's not overwhelm them with so many options for defense. They're gonna get plenty of opportunity to learn and practice defense.
Yeah.
So it'll take a while for them to get out of that I gotta survive mentality.
Yeah. And I feel like the sweeps will be nice because it's still defense.
It is.
It's just you're gonna end up in a really nice spot, hopefully.
Yep.
But I feel like, I mean, I was thinking probably Turtle and Neon Valley are the last two. I don't think we've gone over.
Correct.
After that, I switch to sweeps.
Yep. Sweep options. And somewhere along the way, some sprinkling of stand up.
Oh yeah, stand up that was the other one I was thinking about too.
Yeah.
It might be good to do the stand up before the sweeps, just like a day on like one takedown.
Sure.
Just feel like that way if they're like, oh, I'm training like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for however long it's been, 3 months or
Right.
2 months. And they're like, well, I don't know how to tackle or take anyone down.
Yeah.
You're like,
Well, that's very true. But I was talking to a guy that I work with who goes to another gym. He's telling us that his white belts are not allowed to do takedowns. Well, yeah, that's your most prone area for injury for 2 white belts.
oh yeah,
So in a controlled environment, they go through and start teaching them early.
yeah.
Definitely beneficial.
Try and just teach them something like simple. Probably just do a single leg and let them sort through that without killing each other. That's I feel like the single leg is relatively safe.
It is.
Because if you teach like a judo throw.
Yeah, that'd be bad. We're not doing fireman carry yet.
Yeah. Have like the WWE in here or something.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
So like I was explaining, my coworker Cole, the vulnerability with the single leg, if you do it wrong, is huge.
Yeah.
Because I did that. I didn't want to crank on those. Dude, fucking crank on it. He gave it to you. Take it, use it.
All it does is help, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it's like such a good thing. You guillotined enough doing single legs.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, oh,
I know where to put my head down.
yeah, there's something wrong here.
Cole's still very brand new. Is typically putting too much pressure or using all his weight. It's fine, trust me.
Yeah. It'll be worse for everyone when he knows what to do and uses his weight, and then you're like, oh, this sucks.
They were doing S mount working for an arm bar. He was, I felt I would put all my weight on his chest. That's what we're supposed to do.
He does it to you, and you'll be like, okay, my turn.
Yeah. Not always the right thing to do in a proper technique. If you do it wrong, it's sliding off. I did keep falling off.
Yeah. I have seen it.
How was Friday?
It's Friday. I think it might just gonna be a top.
Yeah, I saw it when I drove by. If I'm coming to the gym, I drive by about 7 o'clock.
Gotcha. Yeah, it just was the top. Which wasn't bad. I mean, I had some passing out to overcome into it.
I had a horrible fight with heartburn, and I didn't realize it until I woke up in the night coughing. Hacking goes, "You okay? You're coughing a lot." I said, "Yeah, it's still there's something in my throat."
Yeah.
And I'm so falling back to sleep. I relax, I start breathing, and I feel the phlegm in the airway. That's why I'm gagging. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on now. this recurring theme of a dream that's, or nightmares been going on for, I couldn't tell you how long now. But I'm in a situation where I'm using my firearm, and it doesn't work, it jams, or I fight with it, I just all through shit. That happened again last night. I remember once I woke up, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Tom?
Yeah. Cold this morning.
There's a little brisk.
Is it supposed to be like that all week now? Is this the anomaly? I never know.
It's kind of a crap.
Mike wanted to go for a walk after we eat dinner last night. She said, we'll go for a walk. So she went for a walk. She's wearing shorts and flip flops, got the dog on. So she said, wow, it's chill here.
She went chilling months ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't look like it's gonna get back up into the 70s this week. August is cold now.
Yeah, it's finally started.
I was just talking to somebody yesterday about it. Definitely, there's like a light switch in South Carolina.
Yeah.
I feel like. You get this very long, extended, mild summer in the fall, and then it's just like,
It was a false call.
because I remember growing up, Halloween was usually very cold. Like there was a lot of years, like as little kids, that like you'd have to wear a jacket and the light could get off when you got up to the
Show your costume.
show your costume, then put your jacket
Was
on.
that, do you remember that here?
What?
Do you remember that here or up north?
No, up north.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said, we never had that kind of weather here.
No.
I remember Christmas one year where we had, on near Christmas, we had a fire going outside, get rid of the yard debris, it was too hot standing here, it was too fucking hot outside still, and I was December. I reached out to Tyreek, he said he'd come back, let's go through some family shit, but he's back. Okay. Reaching out to you, brother. Hopefully come back. Randy's healing still. You see the change of schedule for us in the morning? Mike kept pushing beginner all week. So we came beginner all week, we changed Mondays to geek. Since nobody's coming anyways, might as well try and keep it. Shows up.
Morning.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the hard part.
That's it. Some.
Yep. That's what he said to me today. He said, we're checking, Mike and I are going back and forth with text. He said, I figure it's a way to go through, he was dedicated. They would come to 6 a.m., get beat up, not do anything. We're gonna stick with it. Sure. I'm good with that. Kyle said we also worked something new this morning, so we're gonna cover flying arm bars. Ready?
Alright. FaceTime everybody else. Like night class or something. Try to start flying on there. What the? What is
doing?
going on in the morning? I'd be like, it was a fun experiment. It's over.
So we create the emotional.
People would get kicked in the head, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I saw somebody who started trying to play with scissor sweep without the intent of really doing the scissor sweep, but setting for an arm bar.
On the far side?
So you got,
Like,
the,
yeah.
you got the sleeve,
Oh, this sleeve?
yep,
I guess you'd have to rotate back though.
I don't remember all the mechanics, but I saw in the video, it said failed scissor speed.
Yeah, I guess that arm was loose.
Yeah, where you have the arm,
Yeah.
you should be pulling up anyways.
Yeah, so if you're all the way out here with it, anyway.
Change the angle, throw a leg.
Yeah.
I've always liked scissor speed. I don't know why, but I like it. I like to find more opportunities on it. Does it better. Okay, thought about that. All right, coach, what's the game plan?
You want to, we could probably just do a couple bridge and shrimp. Like maybe shrink down and then kind of bridges, but maybe we'll use those two for bellies.
Okay. Sounds like a
Use
plan.
that motion for a second.
All right, let's get some troops going, fellas. Sound like Homer Simpson? Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, you wanna go through the, full cycle of all that?
Circle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe twice, each person just do it 2 times.
Yep.
Just loosen up again. If you have any questions, I think by now, most of that should have covered.
Going first. That's right. keep working on
Yeah. So I think it's a nice like warm up.
it. It is.
At least go through it. You get to try all that stuff.
Yeah, just get open it that way a little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't even have to stretch anymore.
Yeah. What's your partner stretching?
Alright. So I think we can go over knee on belly. Escapes. Pretty shitty spot.
Mm-hmm.
You can try and convince him to go to mount. If you don't know any knee on belly escapes, then do your mount escape. But it's probably good to know knee on belly escape. We can try one that's. I'm wondering if it might be easier of the two.
Bearing, we're trying to talk.
Yeah, no, you're good. But what we're gonna look for first, like when you're flat, it's pretty tough. But the concepts that'll be in this is bridge, shrimp, and then wrestle up. One thing that I'm gonna try and do is get John off balance here, so you can tell if his weight's in here. It's not easy to just. So you gotta find ways, especially with this as a frame. So a lot of times if you try and push John this way, he just uses that frame. This way's generally okay. Yeah, you can try that way, but it's still not easy because all his weight's in this knee. So I'm just pulling John into me more. So the way we're gonna look for is this way. This knee, the far knee, is what you're gonna look for in here. You can bridge up, so you can see he's already losing his balance a little bit, but it's a little bit of a combination of both. So by itself, yeah, a little bit, not so much. Little bit, same thing. But if I can, you can see I get a lot of space here. I don't need John to go flying. The object isn't to get him to fall completely off. It's to off balance and create space. Now, if you do two things together, so if we bridge with this and shrimp, I've created all this space here. So if he tries to come back with the knee, I'm already around the corner. So he has two options here. If we're in this wrestle up position, he's either gonna stay where he's at, and I'm gonna climb and keep working his wrestle power, like a wrestling position here. But you can tell he's not really in the greatest time. Or he's gonna fall to his back probably because he realizes he's losing, and I just get the sweep. Those are really his choices, but as soon as I'm out on that side in that wrestle up position, he's in a bad spot. I mean, you really don't in jiu-jitsu, especially not like wrestling. You don't want the guy here and all the way around the back. I'm probably not gonna stay here and just be like, oh, I win. I'm probably
Trying to recover somehow.
Yep. So the two motions, bridge. This knee is what's gonna bump him, but you can bridge and bump all in like one a little bit. You don't need to just do this, and you don't want to just do this. You kind of want to get your hips and him up and knock it forward. Once he's off you for may only be a moment, that's when you want to come back with a shrimp, and this is going to come under the leg. And then we'll work towards like the wrestling. But the two motions you should be familiar with. You want to bridge and bump. So boom. I have just a little bit of space here. You can see this one I didn't get a big, huge like rock on John here. But I got enough. With this, just that amount of space gives you enough to shrimp. If I try and shrimp with no space, about 3 shrimps later, I'm just gonna lay here. John can do whatever he wants, because I'll be like,
With my weight still on his abdomen, when he tries to shrimp, I can still push off my other foot, regain a position, draw my foot back, get ready for that, and fly that. He's gonna get my movement going somewhere, so I can't chase him.
the object, if I start, John will already tell. So I'm like this knee on belly for John, not great.
No, I want him
He
flat.
can tell he wants me flat, but this is where you want to end up basically, like on your side, in this, in here. Cause see, he can't keep driving once this is in here. and I have this leg, and now we're in a wrestle up position. Let's just try and at least get to that wrestle up spot and go over like
What?
the mechanics of like wrestling up all the way.
Yeah.
But the idea, if I start already like 90% there, is to get this arm under, and I obviously want to get behind. I want to start getting behind John, or he's gonna fall over. But that's like generally where I want to be.
Questions so far?
I mean, I know, so it's the outside leg that you're bringing.
It's gonna be
Okay.
inside leg.
Okay.
Your outside leg would almost be if you were about.
I think he's talking about the initial setup. If I'm in knee on belly, the knee you need me with to be the knee's closest to you.
Yeah.
One of the closest.
Because you're doing all the work with this leg.
That's right.
That's where the bridge is coming from. That's where the shrimp off of.
Yeah, the only way you would be able to hit an outside knee like bump is if I'm already almost where I need to be. Like I'm almost here and I can't get, right now I can't get my hand in. John's still sitting. I'm not completely on my side, but I'm not completely flat. Now this knee's a little tough. I could try and bump here. But I wouldn't worry about that. For now, we're gonna start in the worst spot, which is you're 100% flat. My back's flat, my hips are flat. So this knee,
There's no point out.
Yeah.
So
this one is by.
Okay.
just like your good bridge, go ahead and plant that foot close to your ass and get your stuff set up for it when you're ready. You're gonna knee and bridge, keep me going this way. Then while I'm at that split second going that way, use that same foot to shrink your hips down. Yeah? Say it one more time? You have another question on it.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have something else to add to it?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you just wanna get them off balance again, you might only have a brief second. So, try not to ignore both of them, but here, I'm pulling here, but I already have all the space and pretty much everything that I need here to start wrestling. I mean, this is pretty safe for me. I'm around the corner. John doesn't really have a lot of options here. I mean, like I said,
Fall back.
he can fall back or fight me from this wrestle up position.
Or flail and destroy my knee.
Yeah. But let's try and get around that corner with the leg. For the guy on top, you know that the bump's coming, so
Yeah.
we're gonna start with like almost no resistance. There is a lot of knee and belly escapes, so I think for the guy on top, it's not something that you'll always see all the time. So it is tough to kind of predict when they're gonna bump you, and they only need a tiny bit of space to just do the trim. All right, let's do that.
Anything to add? Any questions?
No.
Done before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I'll be back. So knee on belly, pressure right here. Just look for it
We
right
should
here.
do it on the second.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this?
You got that size tender?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, no, absolutely. I don't mind. So this is supposed to be close to your butt. That's for your bridge and your shrimp pivot. This is gonna bump you in the butt. We're gonna go that way. Yep. So
Do I wanna grab?
You got it.
Do anything?
I don't know if you necessarily need to grab. Probably just a collar, just to keep connection. That's probably a good idea. So we're here. So we're gonna drive this knee up as we bridge. You're looking for that motion at the same time. So knee and bridge at the same time. You're trying to make me move. To be that way. Yeah, you're looking at me go from here to here. My hand don't want to circle on the map. You're just looking at me.
So I'm looking to just kind of bring this almost straight up.
Yep. Yep, so that's gonna come up as you bridge, you're also gonna make my hips move that way, so running back. So ideally, I'm gonna put my weight on it right now. Ideally, I'm here. You bump me, I shift here. That makes this kind of light, and while you still have that bridge up, you turn to shrimp. Right. There you go. There you go. Gather it, so pull ankle, there you go. Now you're gonna wrestle position. Jack your ribs up doing this?
You know, it just has been.
It's a little more tender?
Yeah.
I would make the decision. There you go. So we'll work on the better details of that wrestle up. Have you done a single leg takedown? You want to try and wrap as much of your body around the leg as
I'll
possible.
get basically.
Your arms, your legs, just so like this, like this. You feel the difference.
Yeah.
This is my leg now.
Okay.
Ideally, you want to find the same position.
Yeah.
As
That's
you
all
go
you
for
need,
wrestle up.
again, like, is
Especially when you're flipping between your legs, plank one.
Haha. Yeah.
And also,
Yeah. Cause you can't switch easy after that either, that's like me.
Okay.
Yeah, you're playing it a lot like you would do.
Where's this out? There you go. That's what you want to do. That feels horrible.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no one
it's
on my
tough,
leg.
it's definitely.
And then I can just kind of.
Now you work some options.
I was thinking
We'll work on those options as time
Yeah,
goes.
before they
Finish that
take all
position.
my will out of me.
And it's gonna be a combination of my
Cause it is
start
like you still have
on my
less
side
at the end,
and get my hips roll back underneath and get back on my
but if
knees.
you let them cook
Yeah,
you for a
well,
while,
one of
you
those
know,
try.
really,
Yeah, I'll
switch
keep it
in,
on the other
then you're like,
Okay.
can you just fall off some?
I hate so bad.
So I'll wait for a second. Time that foot close. This one does knee to butt. This one does bridge hamstring. Go that way. So do a knee and so when you, it's a small extent, you can do that
I
bridge.
can't.
Think of you bridging that way for
Yeah, like
so
switch.
roll,
Yeah.
where you kind of flip that way.
Yeah, it's kind of that,
Because
yeah,
you
as
try
soon
and
as
bridge
you're
it this way, I'm going
work at my framing, and you shouldn't even feel safe, yeah.
So I'll just have that mindset.
But I just have
So
these
you're
different.
You really want to, you want to.
But yeah, like even here you can see it's becoming a problem.
There you go.
Well, it pretty much already is, as soon as you box.
It's that security stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is it is, you have to really mean position.
Yeah, I've definitely been.
Yeah, no, but like it's.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly it's not actually that safe yet.
Where do you take your hands when you're on bottom? You're doing that shrimp escape, doing that, the final part of shrimp escape. Where's your, are you trying to keep a hold of their knee? I know you're going for the leg when it's all said and done. In this position, you're ready to do your knee bump and bridge. Are you keeping a hold of me?
Well, I want this hand under. Like, ideally, I want this hand in here.
Okay.
So, this hand for sure isn't on anything, because
Okay.
I wanna focus on getting this here.
Okay.
This, maybe, with the gi, you don't need it, but like, this might just be so that when I hit
Oh,
him forward,
Cause that rotation.
yeah, so like, in here, maybe. This, you still have to watch like straight arm bars and stuff, see, so if I'm high, I'm probably in trouble here, any extension. But if I'm down here, almost like I'm creating just like frames to keep him from doing anything while I set it up. But this is gonna switch. This maybe on an instinct might stay and pull a little bit, but as I see, I'm this one's under. I care more about this, and realistically, I don't know if I like this more than I like by your foot, because from here,
Once you're on the side. Yeah.
once I'm here, I feel pretty good with this foot. I like having this foot. That's just me. You can definitely like, once we got to that same spot under, you can feed this in the lapel and stuff like that. But I'm not too, I like this for extended, but I like
Let's try to keep that hammer too tight.
Yeah.
Belt is ready to push that.
Just kind of keep.
But, of course, your butt, this is all your feet.
turn, so everyone kind of just skips right to the trim, so you're like, when John starts pressuring in, and like I said, I probably got about 2 or 3 shitty escapes before I just say, okay, just do whatever, because I don't have anything left. It's not an easy knee belly. That's what I think the worst part about it. We're being talking about. Some guys will switch, so they'll bring this. Sometimes if you start getting to your side, they'll bring this one down on your chest and bring that one back. So now you have knee belly this way. Then as I get this one down, yeah, he's okay. After a couple of those, same thing. You're like, ugh, I'm cooked. So the wrestle up isn't necessarily the easiest thing, but it is a really good way to reverse the strength on top. But you want to get it right the first time. So really, I mean, you want him as much space as you can on that bump so that you can at least get to here and get that side. But if you half-ass it, you probably got 2 before you're like, okay, night tap. It's the same with the mount escape. If when we're focusing on these ones, if you do these ones, right, I didn't pin his foot. Okay. All right, we try again. I didn't pin his foot. All right, here I forget his arm. You're only gonna be able to do that, you know, like 2-3 times before you're like, holy shit, I'm tired. Try and do it right the first time. A big bump, big shrimp, and then go for it. I would try not to do half-ass either one. Like, don't think after you bumped it, you just, okay, try and get as much space as you can. Because worst case scenario, if I can't get like the leg, if I got a huge bump out of here, I have a chance now with all this space to just recover like the arm. Sure, I didn't end up on top, but I'm out of knee on belly and I'm feeling pretty good.
Any questions? Try a couple more times?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta switch?
Yeah.
Just mix it up.
He's on my bed.
It shouldn't be too much, I think.
I didn't actually do this
It's
whole.
just this one, right?
Yep. Yeah, so here, think of like, yeah, nice, like safe.
So I'm more just.
Yeah, you don't need me, you don't want me to come over to mount. You're kind of just frame. The only reason I say that is if you get the habit of like grabbing with your arms a little extended, there's possibilities for
It's a shrimp from that.
I want- she's one of
Yeah,
these
my
well,
side
it's-
falls down. So,
You want to bridge off this. So think of lifting your hips, which is the
okay,
right.
so if my bump, you like shrimp here and it falls down.
So I'm trying not to put too much bridge. Now
Now,
just bridge. See how I'm coming up and over. Now combine the hit. It should be moving pretty far forward. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. From there, when your hands are set, you're just looking to bring this. Like, see how if you could right now, you can't. Like you're just I'm just hanging out. And then as soon as you do it, that's the
Okay. It's like you ready.
Yep. Because as soon as it goes, I should be able to really start back.
So there.
Nice. See, I try to come back. I'm trying to come back. Yeah. Up. Yep. And try and stay up. Yep.
Well, I do the, so I go with bridge. I think I would want to use it too fast, like, I don't get a full shrimp.
Yeah.
So I wanna drop back down and then, like, go like this, and I think I've just been like pivoting off.
Depends how much time you have. Generally, if you give me enough, just try and get what shrimp you can out of it. If you have the time, like if I really, you know, come forward and post, you might be able to hit your hips and then shrimp like a huge rip. But if you
I
can't,
probably can't get that much.
yeah, so we're here. Good enough, right?
Like I'd love a huge trim there, but if that's the fastest you're gonna be able to shoot your hips out, like just take the space you can. You know, that like really get that arm like you did, and then you'll be in pretty good shape.
somewhat mobile.
Oh, my main thing,
Like you're almost like you can bounce on.
I'm doing it real.
Yeah. This way you go this way, you have solid. But from here, is it, I'm just kinda, I don't wanna lift. These, we're just kinda hanging out. You feel both of them.
Yeah.
One more.
That's just the bridge. Right.
That knee bump.
You can feel your hands are coming down because your nails are front. Now, go ahead and come back. Right? It's weird, you're like, just not.
Yeah, you're something.
It's not like we're trying to,
So, those are-
spine through your head, but I
That's why
gotta send it.
generally, the best shooting grounds is a short.
Yeah, and I think that arm being,
If I can't get a full.
it's already ready to
It's,
switch.
see, like I only got maybe like half turned in there, but I have enough space
Right.
to just get this in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You like that better?
That's good.
Just trying to curve that.
I was rolling the
Now,
ball. And I kinda was able just to eventually just turn.
Yep.
I think you kinda let me eventually just turn out of it.
Yeah, and that's where you can like think of other.
now it makes you wonder if I'm going to
It is tough
you don't know this kid.
to get to hear
Die.
when they're driving.
Yeah.
Especially
Especially
when
with
trying to push your
big
knee
bags,
across.
it's like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which.
putting all this weight on you.
Yeah.
This.
Make sure, I think we talked about this briefly, when you come up, make sure you keep that foot between your legs. If they both come back up, back the leg. If I have it on the outside, and I do fall back, I'm halfway to guard already. On all the sides. So make sure it stays in there. If I do fall back, I'm still going back, and I got nothing over here. You got my leg. My leg.
Don't let go.
Yeah, well, keep that foot in here. That foot's on the outside, they're halfway to guard. You have that
You mean,
leg,
the other foot that he doesn't have.
no, the foot that you have, make sure you actually have it.
Okay.
Don't let him get his foot on the outside of your hip. So he falls back into the guard. Yeah,
And you could see it from like what John's talking about. So here I'm on the outside.
goes over here.
So as he falls back, which like I was saying, he has two options. Let me sit back there. I don't know why he would, but he's gonna fall back. Yeah. See how the leg's on the outside? Whereas if you are here in just this step as John falls back, you can't close the guard. He might be able to pull like a half guard or something like that, but from here he can't go to full. That's where also almost one scoop from here, so if it's between my legs, as John falls back, I can almost just dig, it's between my legs, but I can almost just dig this here, and now I'm already working the packs, the like leg drag type situation, something like that. That's a good point, John. Yeah, if you don't step over it, he will just close the guard probably.
You will feel that defense, my instinct put the foot on the outside of the hip, you'll find it in other places.
Yeah.
A single leg, you'll find that later on too. Keep that in your brain, don't
Yeah.
forget about it.
Yep, which is the part of the wrestle up, that, so that's a good point on that. But that's it, I mean, generally, that's like the focus of, that, a lot of emotions that we already use, the only difference is that added wrestle up. And I can stress, it's a lot of work to get out of that spot, it stinks, that's why people put you there, they want you to move, there's a lot of points for it. Once you get to those wrestle ups, you really wanna finish that position. Once you get, this sucks. This is terrible, so if you are, once you get this under, here, step over. But from here, John can make his choice, but you really want all this stuff really secure. Cause I really don't feel like going back to where I was and having to do all that shit again.
Remember, my leg, keep hold of that damn thing, control.
Yep. And you'll see, I think most people are gonna make that choice to fall back,
Yeah.
like John was saying, there's just, I don't.
There's not a good, I have no defense of looking that way.
Yeah, unless
Just
we're
take my back, I'm like that.
straight up like high school wrestling rules or something like that, I'm not staying And I mean, that's what something you can look for. If you end up here, and John's just gonna stay here for the cross. He just keeps fighting. Then we can start, now I have his head, cycling. Now, he's the turtle. I can try and switch the seatbelt. But
That's next class.
yeah. But the idea is, if he's just gonna stay there, you wanna work, you can start changing your grips to really secure like his whole back. He's not gonna wanna stay there, I don't think, but.
It's like a snake eating person, you start working your way from there. You got the leg, start working your way to the hip. Especially if I stay there, better position. Yeah. Alright, any questions? Okay.
I mean, I'm sure next week
I don't know if you saw the schedule, but the schedule's changed for Monday morning, or 6 a.m.s, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, are all set for beginner classes.
Oh, really?
Drop for anyone
Okay.
in the beginner classes.
Okay.
If you show up on Monday, we're just gonna recap what we did the week before, since I won't be here.
Okay.
So drop in any of those days you want.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
Alright,
And they're all geek?
yes.
All geek.
They're all geek now.
Every class.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday.
Yeah, the mornings at least. And I think 8:30 is still, geek, supposed here on Tuesday and Thursday, geek. They do some a mixture of stuff in the middle of the week, or middle of the day.
Yeah, I think Tuesday, Thursday, yeah.
Are those still new classes?
I'm in the group chat 'cause I came a couple times. I was home from work when Brady was just born, and I haven't gone back since I'm at work. But it's hilarious. It's like, I don't know, maybe twice a week. There's actually people here. It seems like everybody will message every day. People will be like, anybody going to noon? It's usually like Bob and a couple other people.
It's a weird time slot when you're at work.
Yeah, unless you live right
Around the corner, or you do stuff in the morning and then kind of have a few hours and then do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been calling Monday. This Monday was just bottom.
That's real noon.
Yeah. It was good though.
Good. Alright, well, let's get some rounds in, let's set the clock. We'll start off on position, work on escape, just positional. Once you get out of position, then trigger roll. Yeah. Go. Alright, I'm gonna grab a towel.
We'll start here and then it's just live after that.
Yep, so get out. I'm going for murder you with belly. But I'm gonna probably, I'll say I'll give you
Something.
35, 40
seconds.
on this thing. So this one I won't just let you free out, I'm also gonna drive my into your ribs. So, work your escape.
Alright, let's do it.
did. You can't go week.
Yeah. Just fell again.
No, it was done.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Thumb's the worst.
Try to tape it closed.
I haven't done that for a while. Can't remember if I taped it to my palm or.
I'm tape it to the knife you good. Got me. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Not jam thumb the rest of it. Alright, Adam, who you want?
But I had like, something has the wrong numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, oh. I definitely landed on something.
Yeah, Bill. You don't wanna try and take it, right? So we grab your foot. Shoot.
Oh, okay.
That's what's wrong right there. That's the umbilic. Alright, you're there? Yep.
Like if somebody volunteered.
Yeah.
I know they would have questions about their student. You good, bro? Everything okay?
Hands in. Arms high, right? Try and move your whole body upside up. Okay, that's what you want. That's what I want you to have. You're gonna just, now you can breathe, right?
Yeah.
Now take your time. Don't exhaust yourself. This is what's last year. Shoot spot, yeah. Breathe, right? Yeah. Where'd you make a mistake?
testing it. Don't get choked. This is a good stretch.
I'm gonna start by trying to roll you that way, see what you do there. So, right there, right? That's work. Now you feel where that neon belly
Yeah.
control on top is.
Yeah.
Push me that way, legs right there. Push me
Wanna
that
be
way,
getting
I
better
chase it.
turtle.
That's a push off.
I don't want it.
It is tough.
I feel like
It's
I went
kinda
through
tough.
phases. Still am.
I don't say it's terrible tough.
I
One
think-
time I was like,
Turtle.
Because every time you hold it.
No,
it's
I don't want it to
miserable
be.
for
I
the
want.
bottom.
I don't want
That way across the shoulder.
It's
bring
like
it down.
it feels like a bad
Bring it
habit.
back in.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel lazy.
Bring it
Turtle.
forward at the same
I'm like,
time.
I don't know. It's either die.
Yeah, cause I feel like you can't really relax.
Sit
Like,
in
you
turtle
gotta
for 2 minutes. Maybe.
relax, really. Figures don't
Figure it out. It's
That's
tough.
two.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you'll have
That
some fast
sucks,
phases.
right?
That's what I said. I go through like phases.
Yeah.
A couple
You still
times
do
I went through it, and I feel like I ran into every
You're
round.
still there. I
And then I
pull
just
your head and shoulder off from that and just drive more
And
on
then
your chest.
later on,
I think that's why.
That clock is just like smaller and smaller. Just
Picking it
stay
up.
there. What the fuck, just
And
go.
now, of course,
Yeah.
turning it
Something
instead
else.
of 30 down. Take the chance to grab my arm.
Yeah.
Probably learning more about being able to see what the fuck's going on.
Alright, can I go one more?
Yep.
Generally speaking, try not to get your feet before you have to. Like if I grab your legs, it's gonna go so deep down your knees. That's one thing, but if you can stay up, you're much more mobile here, past me,
Okay.
than you are once you drop your knees.
So if I was like, oh, my grab my ankles.
Or if I'm actually, yeah, I'm actually doing split engine. You're like this, you're not deep yet. Doing this, you're not really angry yet. But
Yeah, I
you,
definitely got my knees.
you have a chance to, you still have much more of a chance of passing when you're over your feet. Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
It's good to kill the bad habits of the day.
Yeah.
It's starting to get not so good. That's probably where we wanna be. Yeah, there you go.
I'll shoot my fucking back. No bow and arrow.
Good defense. If I get half guard, so if you got one of my legs trapped.
Feels so natural trying to turn on my side. I'm gonna do it under your side on the back.
Yeah, I feel like it's not better.
Okay.
I'm just not doing this with like random.
So it's a good thing to say shit. I was like, yeah, you think you're big, but
So come up.
it's like the straight out.
You can bring the
Right.
outside legs in this case.
But then
My
my
left
also,
leg.
my
I can bring it
offense
over.
is stifled because
Locking that ankle.
I can't keep up too much, so
It's
it's,
much longer.
it's definitely a balance. Finding that right moment to like,
I think you did a good job. You try some of this game.
But either way, if I get this
they don't
tight,
know, but you
I
don't
can
give up
extend
much.
your
What
leg
was
up.
that?
It's a lot harder for you to
With the fighting
do
under
that
it.
pass.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to, you're in the process of trying to get that knee
I'm
out
gonna try to
through.
grab your arm behind your back.
And now I've got this locked down. If I don't have that, then I just press over the top. You can push this,
Yeah.
work that up, drill it over to the side, then you're basically in that position. Your foot free. That's one thing that'll make a difference. So that's good. You'll find yourself in half guard a lot, but you just snag the legs. In this case, outside leg comes over and under. You got it locked down. Now I'm gonna have to fight a lot more to get that leg out. I'm gonna have to kind of like staple it.
Well, that's good, 'cause yeah, I feel like that's what I've
It
been
can give
doing.
you Yeah, well that's the thing is it does. It'll slow them down
I've done that. I think
enough that even if you don't have much half guard game, like Bob plays half guard.
Yeah, it's again, it's like the same thing that you're done. You'd be like, oh, it's alright, it's
Even if you
alright.
don't have
And you
much
bump it, and you're like,
half guard game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's still there.
Oh, the worst one of those is I drop a tire.
And
So I
then
pull the tire off, drop it with the gun.
push,
Also down
get
fast.
the left knee up,
Stop it, while we're catching
choose.
the bottom
And
wall.
then I've got some frames set.
please.
Okay.
Yeah, but just take them out.
Yeah.
Just do it.
How'd it go over there? Good?
Good.
Any questions?
Now he's starting to grab half guard, so we were just talking about how to lock that leg in and try to keep me from bringing my knee up through.
Be active though, like, yeah, absolutely. How you feeling on knee and belly escape? It's one of a couple you can try.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, it's something that I could try.
Yeah,
Besides
absolutely.
just like,
Absolutely.
Dying.
flailing
Yeah.
around and.
Slowly die.
Yeah.
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 You can sprinkles of stuff and not
Yeah.
overwhelm you with
I
too
mean,
many
everything we
techniques.
learned here, it's like, it's something I can do
Yeah,
every roll.
good.
Just, I'm always needing to escape something.
Yes?
That's
That's
how it
very
goes
true.
for a little. But it's good. The more you feel confident in those escapes,
Yeah.
it helps your game a lot.
Yeah, it is nice when it starts to become more than just not dying.
Yeah.
Then you start getting a goal. Don't hit my back. Don't let her hit my back.
Like now I'm only gonna die once.
Yeah.
I get 2 lives.
Yeah, one, it's like control the first couple times. I feel like it's try not to like tire myself out just breathing.
Yeah.
Was like how it started.
That's why I was talking about having on the mouth.